Hello everybody! I know it's a little surprising having a second video in the same day, but I was just sitting here reading the new Illidan novel that just came in today after I made my video this morning, and I'm getting basically a lot of people, I feel like, who are still pissed off about Nostralia, just yelling about dumb shit and how I'm wrong, but more importantly, I was reading Illidan today, and after I made the video, and I saw that Hazzikotas has made a second big comment on the thread about the garrison, not the garrison, the WoW Legion class hall missions. And I'm not going to read all of it. This is kind of like an addendum to the first video. I wanted to, I could have just made like a note on the first video, but I wanted to bring more attention to that, because a lot of people, sometimes they don't have their notes like activated on YouTube, you know, whatever the reason is, and it's a really, really big post, so I'll link it in the comment below, but essentially I'm going to read some of the most important parts of it. He's basically responding to people in the thread who, despite having already addressed some of the problems, people are still denying that Blizzard's going to make the system different than it was in Warlords of Draenor, and still complaining. So let's talk about a very important quote. Here we go, a little bit, almost toward the end of the first point that he makes, if you're following along with the link. But while Garrison followers and missions were a substantial portion of the content in Warlords, Order Hall missions are probably more like 3% of Legion. 3% of Legion. And then he comes out swinging, I feel like, against the people that I'm talking about, one of which has made another video today yelling about the same incorrect shit, but I'll let Ian respond to that. I understand there is a fair amount of cynicism, and there are some who probably are reading this right now and thinking that it's just a bunch of nice-sounding words trying to cover up our sinister plan of mission table supremacy. But even if we wanted to, we know that we can't hide anything here. Well before Legion is in anyone's hands, people will be experiencing the system in its entirety on the beta, and will be judged on that basis. Coming out exactly against the people that I'm mentioning, and they're just fallacious bullshit. Some more important things. Someone asked, but there's key player power at the bottom of the Order Hall tech tree that's gated behind missions, and Ian actually says, no. What players are seeing in Alpha right now lacks context. Admittedly, because we haven't provided much. Let's see. You need order resources to unlock the various perks of your Order Hall, and you can only get those through quest content. Either the Order Hall campaign, or treasures from around the world, or max level outdoor quests. Missions will not reward order resources. And so, I'll link the rest of the post in the comment below, but I feel like this pretty much puts a nail in all of the people fucking circle jerking about how the mission system's going to be the same in Legion. It's blatantly clear now. If I even had any doubts before, which I didn't, they're gone. It's blatant now that it's not going to be the same. We have their promise, and yes, if they go back against it, I'll be the first one to make a video condemning them for it. But we see the base system in the game right now being slowly implemented. It's very clear it's not a final product. It's very clear there's a lot of stuff missing. It's very clear they're going to be adding a lot. We have multiple comments from the game designer of Legion explicitly telling us what the plan's going to be. Anybody who's still complaining about it now are complaining just because they either hate Blizzard, they're a contrarian, or they just want something to yell about because they're a fucking toddler.